this is the wrong way. So this is my Yeti mic that I'm talking into. I've been working a little bit on understanding how to actually do video production and audio production and recording things. If you've been paying attention, yes, my first single is out. It's released. It's called Abercrombie Sweater. I wrote it myself. I recorded it on this here Yeti mic. So if you want to hear that, feel free to go listen. One of the tricks that I've learned is you're actually not supposed to speak into the top of a Yeti mic like this. It's not that type of microphone. You're supposed to speak into the side of it like this. So I was going to make a list of topics, but I feel like I can probably remember everything that I want to talk about. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is going to be the summary of the last 2 years of my life. Now, I feel like what I've done in the past 2 years has been a lot of reacting. It's been a lot of reacting to other people's really toxic and negative behavior, and in a lot of ways because they're just really ignorant people who don't care to see both sides of the story. This is just how some people are. Like, some people will literally hear, like, this is an extreme example, but they'll hear like a baby has died, and then they'll be like, oh my god, and they'll just start assuming shit when really the baby had like stage 4 terminal cancer and had been suffering for 6 years or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like everyone saw this coming. A lot of people prepared for it, but still they don't care about facts or anything, and they just kind of jump to conclusions. Now in my case, I just I think a lot of people a lot of you have supportive family members, or at least family members who don't thrive off of like learning from you. Like, you're not the one source of information and clarity in the world for these people, but I am. Like, in my family, it's like very strange because like no one has done anything of substance, and just having money is not enough to say someone's cultured or kind. So we're not basing this on how much money someone has. That's not a good balance or whatever, because money doesn't buy class. You see a lot of these entertainers and rappers and shit, they're garbage with money. Not the point. Okay. So I thought a little bit about taking the time to explain some of that, but like I've said before, I am not into trauma porn. I'm not into trauma porn. So I don't want to make any content that's going to be explicitly like talking about traumatic experiences that are just going to send people into like a boo-hoo pity party, because I'm not there anymore. Okay, I've moved out of those traumatic events. I do speak, and that's a weird part about this. The entire time, I've always spoken for myself. It's just that some people refuse to listen. Some people just like to go ask, other people about what happened, which is very strange. If you want to understand what's going on with someone, talk to them. Everyone has a voice, even people who are disabled. They have, other communication forms, and if you want to know how they feel about shit, go ask them. Asking a third party about what's going on with someone is just going to give you bad advice. And like, this is why I was doing shit on purpose, like having entire live streams talking about what was happening in my life on my private Facebook account. So for a whole year, there were people who were like, oh, this is what's happening with women. I purposefully blocked all of my family members from that account, so that they could talk their shit and be like, oh, I know what's happening. Oh, this is what's happening. The entire time they were wrong, because I didn't tell them what was happening. And honestly, this year wasn't like a bad year per se. It was just, I should say 2021. It wasn't really a bad year. It was just an eventful year. Like, there were just so many things that happened. But I guess in my life, all the years are like that. Hopefully this year is not going to be such an eventful year for me, though, because I really want to slow things down. Like, last year just moved at an incredibly fast pace, and I just don't think I'm ready for that type of excitement. So anyway, but this year I am going to actually make a bit more content about some stuff, and I think you guys might find this interesting. Like, watch this. I am Olivia number 2. And I am also talking about the things that are happening because I have Adobe this year. And with Adobe, I can do cool shit like this, where there are 2 Olivias in the same shot. And we be talking about shit. It's true. Anyway, so I want to talk about girls who don't have the ability to talk through their feelings. Now, I live across the street from this like dive bar called Spats. And God, it's like the hood rats are out every night. And I don't know why some people love calling me a hood rat. I'm not sure about what about me says hood rat. I might, if you say like Bobo or something, or like some people call me a hippie because I wear those sandals. I don't know. I'm not seeing hood rat, but all right, if you say hippie, I mean, I'll take it. I don't agree. I think the only way to describe me, maybe spoiled might be a good term, like bratty, bitchy could be another one. That's a pretty accurate descriptor. Mean, very mean, extremely mean. All of those could be terms that I would agree with and be like, yes, I identify. Yeah. But also, I guess I've also just realized it's very clear I'm gonna have to forge my own path in this here society because no one is willing to give me things, even though I want and deserve things. Okay, so I'm gonna try to edit this and then come back and see if I can continue with the other prompts and script writing. I'm gonna show you guys this. Hold on.